Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So friends, in this video we will have our discussion on the weekly horoscope for the week of December 15th till December 21st. I must say it is going to be a very significant week because transiting moon is going to be making some important conjunctions. So for example, on December 15th, moon will start its journey being in the Libra sign. So that means being in the trine of Rahu and the Jupiter on December 17th, the end of the December 17th, when it will transit to the Scorpio sign. So over there it is going to get conjunct with the planet like Venus over there, Mercury over there, and finally at the end when it will transit to the Sagittarius sign, it is going to get conjunct with the planet Mars, with the planet Sun. It is going to be receiving the aspect from the planet Jupiter and the Saturn. So that means a lot is happening in this week. The major highlight of the transit is that Sun is going to be transiting in the Dhanu, in the Sagittarius sign, and Venus is also going to be transiting in the Sagittarius sign. So now the Kalpurush Kundli's zodiac sign, Sagittarius, which is connected with the good fortune, is getting very accentuated this week. We will also be having a new moon as well, but it is not as alarming as in the other times where moon is completely debilitated or heavily afflicted. So not much to worry about it. And friends, all those people who sometimes get confused about that whether you have to watch the weekly horoscope results from the ascendant or from the moon sign. So see friends, I will be very honest with you. The general way of looking at studying, observing any transit is that you have to see it from the ascendant. For the actual happening of the events, you have to see it from the moon for how you will emotionally be impacted because of that. But if I were to share my own experience, in my case, in my Aquarius sign, I have 4 planets being over there, and if I will include the Chalit as well, so even Sun, I have 5 planets in the Aquarius, and it is also active in the Dasha. So sometimes I have observed that more than the ascendant, I get the actual results from the moon sign as well. Some astrologers also recommend that you have to make your active Dasha zodiac sign where the Dasha Lord is sitting, the Mahadasha Lord is sitting. You have to move the chart and observe the transit from over there. So all what I can say is that you have to find your own truth, that what works for you. The general way of looking at any transit is that you have to give attention from your ascendant. Second priority is given to the moon, but I would say both are equally important. I guess friends, that is the only reason whenever we talk about the fated events which generally happens in our life because of the Saturn and Rahu and Ketu. So the fated events are more strongly seen from the moon sign. We only calculate the Sade Sati from the moon. So both are equally important. I would not say that this is more important or this is less important. Both are equally important. So okay friends, now on this note we will start our discussion. So starting first with the Aries rising natives. So friends, for the Aries rising, moon is going to be transiting from your 7th house. It is going to be getting debilitated in the 8th house, and finally it will end up transiting from the 9th house. So friends, the start of the week is very good for people who are connected with the business. For any business aspiration of yours, this is going to be a very supportive week. Along with that, anything to do with the matrimonial work, proposing someone, sudden attraction towards someone, regarding that as well, stars are very supportive. See friends, in your case right now, your karma triangle, the air houses are very accentuated, which are very supportive for expansion, scaling up, and a progressive mind, especially connected with your improvement of your finances. So I would say that with moon coming in connection with trine to the Jupiter and Rahu, it's very supportive sign because Jupiter is in the Punarvasu. Even if in the past you have had some chemistry with someone and then things did not pick up, so even getting in touch with the old opportunities, old relations, seeing some potential future in that, even regarding that, it's a kind of a supportive energy. Now friends, on December 17th, moon will transit to your 8th house. See, as much as it is a good energy for you, but it's just like that the emotional, mental health well-being might take a hit, might take a toll. So refrain from getting too agitated, too anxious, too aggressive. in these days, like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, if I were to say. The good part is that your fifth lord will exit the 8th house and it will transit to the 9th house. So that means around December 16th. So that means it's a very good news for the students or people who have been experiencing some creative blockages. You are a creative person, you're not getting that access to new creative ideas or any problem in the stock market, speculation. So there will be much of the relief which you will experience. See friends, the conjunction of your ascendant lord and the fifth lord in the 9th house, that in itself tells about that luck is by your side. Luck is very supportive, I can assure you of that. So the mid of the week, like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you have to be very mindful because moon becomes your fourth lord as well. So domestic life might be a matter of concern, mental pressure, refrain from any land or property related dealing or making some important domestic family connected purchases on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. Now friends, the second half of the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, moon will be transiting from your 9th house. This will actually facilitate some sort of travels, pilgrimage, and because of the support of the luck, like many auspicious events can be expected, like you are pursuing someone for any payment, or you are pursuing someone very important, or you're planning any travel with any business objective in the mind. So stars are going to be very supportive. So this is what the overall highlight for the Aries Lagna native is for this week. Now friends, for all the Taurus Lagna natives, so friends, in your case, moon happened to be your third lord. It is going to be transiting from your 6th house, 7th house and the 8th house this week. So friends, to begin with, the start of the week, especially Monday, Tuesday, is very supportive for you, especially when we talk about any loan related concerns. You have to write any competitive exam, any medical health procedure. So Monday, Tuesday energy is very supportive for that. Afterwards, moon will transit to your 7th house. So friends, moon's transit from the 7th house, especially its conjunction with the Mercury, which happen to be your 2nd and the 5th lord, is very supportive for any business related undertaking, decision making, or even in the matters of the relationship. When we talk about this Scorpio, it has got more to do with investigation, research, trying to be little bit secretive or discreet. So I would say, if with this mindset you will approach any of the matters of the 7th house, stars will support you. It's just like that friends, moon gets debilitated in the Scorpio. So just refrain yourself from being too suspicious in the matters of the relationship, or like acting with vindictiveness, past history, revengefulness. Refrain from that. Along with that friends, around the end of the week, moon will transit to your 8th house. It is going to get conjunct with sun over there. It is going to get conjunct with the Venus over there, Jupiter, Saturn, they all are expecting it. So your 8th house is very accentuated around the end of the week, which is a very good sign if you are connected in a business where there is a scope of the passive income, sudden speculative gain, anything to do with the occult, research, sadhana. So over there luck could support you. So yes friends, it's just like that, moon's conjunction with Mars and Venus in your 8th house, it will also like stimulate many hidden passion as well. And for certain people, there's also going to be a chance of sudden attraction towards someone as well. So yes, this is how the whole energy is going to be getting generated for the Taurus Lagna. If I were to be very honest friends, for the students, it's a good time in the matters of the business, supportive energy for that. All what is expected out of you is that don't get swayed away by other people's opinion, and don't act with any past bad blood, bad history. Just if you will work with a very optimistic, bright mindset with good intentions for everyone, stars will very much be supportive for you. Now friends, when we talk about the Gemini Lagna natives, so friends, for the Gemini Lagna natives, moon will start its journey from your 5th house, being in trine with the Jupiter and the Rahu. So that in itself tells about a very supportive time for the students, for any artistic creative performance, even for expecting to get any of your money which has been struck somewhere. So the start of the week is going to be filled with some sort of gala, happiness filled experiences. Afterwards, friends, on around the end of the Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, moon is going to be transiting from your 6th house. So friends, obviously, like the way we say, if the second lord is going in the 6th house, so if your income, your money is connected with the dispute, with the conflicts, with the therapy, with the conflict resolve, so over there stars are going to be very supportive for you. If you have to write any competitive exam, take any authoritative decision at the work, you are in a top leadership role, so overall stars are going to be very supportive for you, because moon is also going to get conjunct with Mercury as well. So friends, when moon gets conjunct, moon is your like second lord, Mercury is your ascendant and the 4th lord. So that also tells about that for some of the Gemini Lagna natives, they might have to for any domestic or family expenses or health related matters, you might have to spend money. So spending money on the family or domestic life related matters, that is going to be a prevailing concern. Also friends, a moon getting conjunct with Mercury in the 6th house, in the Scorpio, it will make your mind overwhelmed, and it will accentuate stress more on the problems, on the glass being half empty. So refrain yourself from acting and working with that pessimistic mindset. That is very much required, because 6th house is something where we are not comfortable, where like if you are doing something in a certain way, and imagine your boss and someone higher than you is asking you to do things certain way. So 6th house has got more to do with the adjustments, and that is where moon and Mercury, your ascendant lord and the second lord, is going to get conjunct. So yes, that is what I'm recommending, advising you, that don't act with the negative feeling. Knowing that becomes very important this week. And friends, finally moon will transit to your 7th house. When it will transit to the 7th house, it will get conjunct with the Mars over there, with Venus over there. So Mars, Venus and Sun conjunction, and receiving the aspect from the Jupiter and the Saturn. So lot of the energy is going in the matters of the 7th house, which is a very supportive energy for people who are single, or any important business decision you have to take. You are in a public domain, like at the end of the week only, you have a small business, you have to participate in any small event, and with your stall being set up over there, because even I'm attending many events, cultural events happening in Vancouver, because we are very close to the Christmas time and the holiday time only. So stars are going to be very supportive. Do your best, because 7th house, when it is in such alignment, supported by the 4th lord as well, so we get the public acceptance. The only stress point of this week is the mid of the week, when too much concentration of the planets is going to be happening in your 6th house. Moving ahead friends, now when we talk about the Cancer Lagna natives, so friends, for the Cancer Lagna natives, moon becomes your ascendant lord. It is going to be transiting from your 4th house, 5th house and 6th house in this week. So friends, talking about its transit from the 4th house, so any of the domestic life related matters, I would say, like any important purchases, like you have to buy any plans for the house, for the family, or you are hosting up any important party because of the holiday month and all, inviting friends, any important gathering. So stars are going to be very supportive for all of that. See, moon is your ascendant lord, and in any case, you feel very strongly. This is what the trait of the Cancer Lagna native is. And when it is happening in the 4th house, being in the trine with the Jupiter and Rahu, so that tend to remain very supportive kind of energy. Now friends, when moon will transit to your 5th house, it is going to get conjunct with the planet Mercury. There is going to be very tight conjunction with the planet Mercury. So that might pave path towards some opportunities for the Cancer Lagna natives, especially if you are a skill-based professional, you work freelance, some sort of opportunities, sudden opportunities can be expected with this Moon Mercury combination happening in your 5th house. Just refrain from negative thinking or overthinking. Things are happening for your good. Everything is being well taken care of. There is a divine protection over you, over your family. Be in this mindset. Now friends, and eventually moon will conjunct with Mars, with Sun, with Venus in the sixth house, receiving the aspect both from the planet Jupiter and the Saturn. So for any of the health related procedure, you have to write any competitive exam, you have to get any loan or money arranged. So for any of the medical, health, fitness related planning, execution, decision making, the end of the week is going to be very supportive for you. So friends, if I were to say, it's a very supportive time for the students, for any domestic family life related important purchases, hosting any party. So overall, this is what the energy is going to be for this week. Just refrain from pessimistic, negative thinking, overthinking. Yeah, that's the only thing which I want to say, because Moon Mercury combination in the fifth house is going to be giving attention towards that. And for many people, because Moon getting conjunct with Mars and Venus in the sixth house. So if you are in artistic creative work, or you are a kind of person who's very passionate about the work, so the end of the week will give you that kind of energy, that kind of feeling of working with people you are very comfortable or you like those people. Moon, Mars, Venus combination in the sixth house tells about that. Now friends, for all the Leo Lagna natives, so friends, in your case, Moon will start its journey from your third house and it will end the week in your fifth house. So friends, to begin with, whenever Moon transit from the third house, it is a time of the self-expression, short travels, very good time for the freelance and the self-employed people. And just because this Moon in the third house of yours is going to be in trine with the Jupiter and Rahu, so that in itself tells about a very good start of the week, especially for the small business owners, for the freelance and the self-employed people. Afterwards friends, Moon will transit to your fourth house. It is going to get conjunct with the planet Mercury over there. So friends, because Mercury in your case is your second and the 11th lord. So especially if you are working in the sectors of the real estate, anything to do with the freelance, you work from home, you are in a family business, so stars are going to be very supportive, especially for making a deal. For making a deal, stars are very supportive. Also friends, because in your case, finally Sun is also going to be on December 16th only. It is coming out of your fourth house and it is going to be transiting in the fifth house. So with Sun's entry in the fifth house, its conjunction with the Mars, so the luck aspect is very strengthened, very accentuated. Along with that, fifth house also tells about our decision making, the prestige and the power we generally see from the fifth house. So that in itself means that there's a lot of energy going in the right decision making. And see, with the Leo, you will act with a attitude and mindset of that this belongs to me. I have a proper entitlement and ownership over this thing. So this mindset of confidence and that exertion of authority will make many things favorable for the Leo Lagna. So if this week you have an important business meeting planned, any important decision which you have to take, this might be connected to your artistic creative work, to your freelance work, in the matters of the relationship, so stars seems to be very supportive for you. It's just like that friends, a Moon Mercury conjunction in the fourth house, that too in the Scorpio. Just don't stress too much on any of the past hurt, past wounds. Even if you are not getting along well with someone has betrayed you very badly, don't let that affect your decision making this week, because otherwise stars are very supportive for you. Along with that friends, around the end of the week, this conjunction of Moon with Mars, with Venus, with Sun in the fifth house, and at the same time Sagittarius sign receiving the aspect from the Saturn and the Jupiter. So some significant achievement can happen in the matters of the fifth house. That in itself means in the matters of love, romance, some breakthrough, or for students some sort of scholarship. So that is how this week is going to be turning out. Overall, a very supportive week, whether you are a student in the matters of love, romance, you're working as a freelance person, those people who are in line, in consideration for important portfolio, important department, designation, promotion. So overall, a very supportive week for the Leo Lagna natives. Now friends, when we talk about the Virgo Lagna natives, so friends, for the Virgo Lagna natives, Moon will start its journey from your second house and it will end the week in your fourth house. When Moon is going to be transiting from the second house, it is going to be in trine with the Rahu and the Jupiter. So that in itself tells about that the financial opportunities will come on its own. You have to take any important decision connected to your family, to your finances. The start of the week is very supportive, very auspicious for you. When Moon will transit to your second house, third house, when moon will transit to your third house on Wednesday. So that is where it is going to get conjunct with the planet like Mercury over there. So friends, the moon Mercury combination in the third house is supportive, especially if you are a freelance person, self-employed person, you work with your skill for any self-expression. It is a very supportive energy. It's just like that moon gets debilitated in the Scorpio, and Mercury is your ascendant lord, and the Scorpio energy is filled with toxic revenge, vindictiveness, feelings of the hurt. So don't act with that. So because otherwise it can create some issue with the friends or with the family, or some sudden blockages that you're not able to move forward or be progressive because the past impressions and the biasness is coming in the way. So just like be protective of that. And finally, eventually friends, when moon will transit to your fourth house, it is going to get conjunct with the planet Mars, with the planet Venus over there, with the planet Sun over there, and at the same time receiving the aspect from the Jupiter and the Saturn. So if you have any aspiration connected with the fourth house, you are a realtor, you are an architect, you have a family business, or you are working as a farmer, you are connected with the politics, so stars are very supportive. Any sort of stability which you are eyeing for, the end of the week can be considered for those decision. Any of those important lifetime decision, family decision can be considered. And also friends, because in your case planets are very perfectly aligned for the Virgo, even for the whole year of 2026. Saturn being in the 7th, Jupiter from the 10th going to the 11th, Rahu Ketu axis is also very perfect. So if you are like planning for some important lifetime decision and all, important purchases and all, so the energy in any case for the Virgo Lagna natives is very conducive, very favorable, very harmonious. I can give you a go ahead because I do not know your natal planetary alignments or your running dasha, but as per the slow moving planets, the planets which brings some lifetime important things in our life, that ways stars seems to be very supportive for you. So yes friends, that is all what I can say for the Virgo Lagna natives. Now friends, when we talk about the Libra Lagna natives, so for the Libra Lagna natives, it's a very supportive, positive week friends. First of all, moon becomes your 10th lord. Its transit somehow carries the information of your public image and the status and the career related opportunities. So moon will start its journey from your first house, the start of the week being the combination between the Kendra Bhavas and being receiving the like being in trine with the Jupiter and the Rahu as well. So that in itself is a very supportive time for the enhancement of your public image or work or career related opportunities. And also because you are ruled by Venus for giving attention and time for your self grooming and all, stars are very supportive. Like where you are the face of any brand, any project, any campaign which is running, stars are going to be supportive for you over there. You will get the proper visibility, attention and the limelight. Now friends, afterwards moon's entry from your second house, and over there it is going to get conjunct with the Mercury as well. So this tight conjunction between moon and the Mercury in the second house. So friends, Mercury happened to be your like 12th and the 9th lord as well. So if your income is connected with the foreign land, multinational companies, overseas investments, you are a teacher, you are a trainer, you are a life coach, you are a motivational speaker, so stars are going to be very supportive. It's just like that the trait of the Scorpio, moon Mercury getting conjunct with the Scorpio. So just refrain from acting with the past biasness, hurt, feelings of betrayal. Don't let the feelings and impressions of the past come in the way of the progressive growth in the present. That is what I want to say. See, when we talk about the way planets are aligned right now, because Sun would have this week transited to your third house, Mars is there, Venus is there, so and Ketu is already there in your 11th house. So especially with the sibling, with the brothers and all, there might be some misunderstanding or confusion. So that is the only vulnerability which I am seeing, because around the end of the week when moon will transit to your third house, its conjunction with Mars and Venus, a very supportive time for advertising, promoting yourself, your skills. It's a very good time for marketing yourself. Let the people know the talent which you carry. So, and if you are planning to release any of your artistic creative work, any project, which you have to present in this week. So stars are very supportive for you for that. So yes friends, that's all what I can say. The whole the theme of this week for the Libra Lagna native has got more to do with the display of your talents, your skills, and some important breakthrough in the matters of the business, in your job front as well. You have to talk to your bosses, take any important decision, manage your financial portfolio. In all of that avenue, the stars seems to be supportive for you. It's just like that, the one cautionary thing which I always say, that Rahu is very strong in your 5th house. Just refrain from overthinking. See friends, I follow all spiritual leaders, but there's one Chinese philosopher, Lao Tzu. I like his one of the philosophy, Wu Wei, I guess. So it's like just surrender, be with the flow, and the life in itself is very intelligent. It knows how to put you in the right path. Sometimes surrendering and let life plan things for us is much more better. Imagine on one side it's you with your limited mind planning things, and there's on other side there's a divinity planning things for you. So yes, just refrain from overthinking, and I'm seeing some important like financial opportunities, some short travels, and good visibility for displaying or demonstrating your talents this week for the Libra Lagna. Mars becomes your 7th lord. So 7th lord is in the 3rd house. So even for those people who are a seeker of any matrimonial proposal, on a lookout for romance, new relationship, so this conjunction of your ascendant lord and the 7th lord in the 3rd house is very supportive. I'm not promoting you to be on a dating site and dating events, but it's very supportive even for you to like someone or someone approach you with a love proposal. So that energy also seems to be very supportive for the Libra Lagna natives. Now friends, talking about for the Scorpio Lagna natives, so friends, moon this week is going to be transiting from your 12th house, your 1st house, and the 2nd house. And the major transit of this week is going to be when your 10th lord, sun, will transit from your 1st house to the 2nd house. And Venus around December 20th, around the end of the week, it will also leave your 1st house and it will move to your 2nd house. So friends, to begin with, the start of the week is filled with the energy of the travels. Like if you are traveling around Monday or Tuesday, this could be any pilgrimage, this could be any travel, any investment decision. I'm not seeing you vulnerable because first of all, planets now are perfectly aligned for you, and when moon is going to be in the 12th house, it is going to be receiving the aspect from the Jupiter and the Rahu. It is going to be trine from the Jupiter and Rahu. So very good time for any investment decision or any sort of long distance travel if you have planned that around the beginning of the week. Now friends, when moon will transit to your 1st house, there is going to be a very tight conjunction with the moon and the Mercury. Now Mercury happened to be your 8th and the 11th lord as well. So it might bring opportunities, but at the same time there will be some sort of biasness attached with it, own agenda, propaganda attached over there. So whatever in a form of the opportunity which comes to you, take that with a pinch of salt. Along with that friends, for certain people there might be some ENT related issue like throat related concern, respiratory issues, and problem of the nerves. So regarding that, this week you have to be slightly careful of that. But again friends, the way we say that whenever like moon, which happened to be your 9th lord, transiting from the 1st house, some sort of divine opportunity comes, like opportunities which is purely a matter of the luck and the blessing, the kripa. So that sort of opportunities might come this week. See, it's my recommendation for the Scorpio Lagna natives, although you have to do the prayers every time, every day, you have to be grateful, thankful to the higher powers, but this week just now be very mindful that you are regular, consistent with your prayers, because sudden turnaround of the things can bring many opportunities for you. In any case friends, the Rahu Ketu axis is very strong. Ketu in the 10th house is paving path to many career, work related transformation in your life. I'm actually receiving a lot of the emails right now, consultation from the Scorpio Lagna who are contemplating any career transition. It's all the doing of the Ketu happening in their 10th house. So just be very regular, consistent with your prayers. That will become very important. And yes, whenever moon is transiting from the 1st house, it brings the spotlight, attention to you. So if you are like a part of any campaign where you are the face of that campaign, stars will be very supportive for you in that department. Along with that, friends, around the end of the week, moon will transit to your second house. So in the second house, it is going to get conjunct with the Mars over there, Venus over there, Sun over there. It is going to be receiving the aspect from the planet Saturn and the Jupiter. So a lot of energy is coming to your second house. Now in certain cases, see, moon and the Mars is a Chandramangal yoga, which is considered as good. Moon and the Venus is seen as a attraction yoga, that is good. But sometimes when moon is around too much things, so it's just like that. Imagine you went on a party and there's like so much of the menu, all of those looks very good, but your stomach has a limited capacity to eat, right? So just take very mindful decision. That's all what I'm saying. See, I'm very much sure because Saturn is transiting in your fifth house, it will drive you more towards the long term investment, taking those action where there is a long term reward or returns attached. So be with that mindset. That is what I'm trying to say. And those who are like your income is somehow connected with the Martian pursuit, you are in the construction, you are in a real estate, or you are in a family business, anything even connected with the Venusian thing, you are a designer, you deal with the ladies cosmetic items and all. So if you are also in these kind of business, stars are going to be very supportive. Also we can also expect some sort of family gathering for the Scorpio Lagna native as well, which will be supportive for you. Socialization during this time can also pave path towards some financial opportunities as well. It's just like that. Don't try to add people in any network marketing, affiliate marketing, because then eventually people will start hating you. But overall, a very supportive week for the financial opportunities, or some being a part of any social gathering, family gathering, the whole family coming together, celebrating. So that is what I'm seeing the energy for the Scorpio Lagna natives. Your ascendant lord and the seventh lord is going to get conjunct in the second house, with a contribution coming in from the ninth lord as well. So those kind of situation where you get recommended in arranged marriage setting by any family relative. I'm sure there have been lot many shows which have been made in Netflix, Indian marriage matchmaking and all. So that kind of energy is also getting generated for the Scorpio Lagna. So my recommendation, if you get an invitation for any family gathering, family event, Christmas event, New Year event, do attend that. You never know what good fortune you can experience in that party, in that gathering. So yes friends, that's all what I can say for the Scorpio Lagna natives as a highlight of this week. Now friends, for all the Sagittarius Lagna natives, so friends, in your case, moon will start its journey from your 11th house. That in itself is a very good sign because it is in trine with the Jupiter and Rahu. So for starting the week with very high ambition, being very self-driven, motivated, and some sort of important meetings will keep you busy and occupied, which is working in favor for you. So the start of the week is very optimistic, very uplifting for the Sagittarius Lagna natives. Afterwards friends, when moon will transit to your 12th house, it is going to get conjunct with the Mercury over there. So friends, Mercury happened to be your 7th and the 10th lord, but it is happening in the 12th house and in the Scorpio sign. So if as a part of your business you have to, or even as a work, you are a service professional, if you have to engage with new parties, new people, so be very mindful, be very careful, because this is telling about there might be some hidden agenda and the motives which will be there. So be very careful. And it also tells about that your spouse, your partner might end up taking some wrong financial decision which might have a hit in your joint household income and all. So be very mindful, be very protective while engaging, dealing with new people. Along with that friends, finally around the end of the week, Friday, Saturday, moon will be transiting from your first house. So over there it is going to get conjunct with the Mars, with Venus, with Sun, and receiving the aspect from the Jupiter and the Saturn. So all of that is a very, very supportive energy. Like it is actually empowering you. The end of the week is empowering you like a CEO of the company. So a lot of the recognition, opportunities I'm seeing, because moon is going to be getting conjunct with the Mars and Venus as well. So attraction, like lot many people are interested in you, fascinated in you, a lot of the spotlight coming to you. So that is what the overall highlight of this week is going to be. So friends, if I were to say, in the matters of the relationship or the business, there is some secretive hidden energy which is prevailing over there. So don't take any decision in a rush. For the students, and for the romance and all, so energy is very supportive. It's just like that you can manifest a lot during this time. When planets like Mars, Venus transiting from the first house, that means the whole attention and spotlight is onto you. Many people will approach you on their own for collaboration, opportunities and consideration. Now friends, when we talk about the Capricorn Lagna natives, so friends, for the Capricorn Lagna natives, moon will start its journey from your 10th house, and at the same time being in trine with the transiting Jupiter and Rahu. So very good news, especially if you have to write any competitive exam, any important work or career related decision making, engagement, performances, stars are very supportive for you. Afterwards friends, when moon will transit to your 11th house, it is going to get very tightly conjunct with the Mercury over there as well. See, moon Mercury combination for your Lagna is very good because moon is your 7th lord, Mercury is your 9th lord. So luck can bring many opportunities to you during this week. These opportunities will definitely connect you with important people, or it is also very good for the enhancement of your public image. We say that, you know, those kind of opportunities which suddenly uplift our morale. You were giving up on something and suddenly something happened. Now you're back in the game. You have a very good comeback. So that is the kind of energy which is getting generated. It's just like that friends, the Scorpio energy. So just don't act with the previous biasness or bad blood or bad history with someone. Look at it as a progressive fresh start, and the stars and the luck will support you with much more. And friends, at the end of the week, moon will transit from your 12th house. It is going to get conjunct with Mars, with Venus, with Sun, and at the same time receiving the aspect from the planet Jupiter and the Saturn as well. So if you will undertake any travel around the end of the week, it will be filled with like luxury, enjoyment, pleasure, and some sort of sudden unexpected good fortune, discovery of good fortune accidentally. So that kind of serendipity kind of energy getting generated around the end of the week. It is very supportive if you are like already working in the field of the import export, foreign land, like dealing with the multinational clients and all. So that is the kind of energy which is getting generated. So overall friends, a very uplifting week for the Capricorn Lagna natives. I only have good things to say. It's just like that Sun, which happened to be your 8th lord, it is also going to be transiting now in your 12th house, and with Mars in the Venus combination, just be very mindful because this can actually spike your lifestyle expenses a lot, and extra energy and over energy might go in the indulgences, in the pleasure seeking. So that is where discipline needs to be followed. But overall, a very uplifting week for the Capricorn Lagna natives. Now friends, when we talk about the Kumbh Lagna natives, so for the Kumbh Lagna friends, it's a very, very positive, very supportive week. I'm purely telling from the planetary shift and the movements point of view. See, Sun from the 10th house this week will transit to your 11th house, a very good sign. And Venus will also now transit to your 11th house, get conjunct with the Mars and the Sun over there. At the same time receiving the aspect from the Jupiter and the Saturn as well. So a very, very supportive, positive week for the Aquarius Lagna. So friends, around the start of the week, moon will be transiting from your 9th house. That means luck will be supportive for you in majority of your endeavors. Moon happened to be your 6th lord. So that means because of the support of the luck during this time, you will be able to have a strong handle or grip on the health related concern, work related situation, or any loan or credit related situation as well. If you are planning any of the work related travel at the beginning of the week, stars are very supportive for you. Along with that friends, on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, moon is going to be transiting from your 10th house. It is going to get conjunct with the Mercury as well. So Mercury is your 5th lord. If you are a student, you have to appear for any job interview, and you have to write any competitive exam. So stars will be very supportive for you. So overall friends, any important career related upscale, progressive growth point of view, job employment confirmation point of view, the stars are very, very supportive for you. And friends, around the end of the week, because Sun happened to be your 7th lord, and Mars, Venus, all over there. So for many Aquarius Lagna natives who are single, who are on a lookout for a long-term commitment, serious commitment, marriage related talks point of view, the stars are very supportive, and some important commercial business opportunities might also come. It's just like that, friends. If being Aquarius Lagna or Aquarius Moon, you are a part of any collective group. See, you have to understand, Rahu Ketu axis is right now influencing your first house and the seventh house. Rahu is a planet of the mass consciousness. Rahu is a planet of very cosmopolitan mindset, and along with that, your 11th house is being so accentuated. Trust me, if you are any part of the social group, community, any commune, so that is where the opportunities will come through. And expect some like invitation for any social gathering and social group, which is very supportive for you. So no matter what happens, don't give up on that those invitations which you will receive. So being a part of the collective, being a part of those big clubs and groups is very important for you, because many opportunities right now for you are connected with in that group setting only. You will not find anything in isolation. Whatever is well deserving for you will be anticipated over there. So again, friends, it's not only about being physically present. Also, like if you are on a job lookout, so ensure that you are asking people out or doing something in the LinkedIn. So that is what I'm trying to tell you, that the group settings are very important for you. And yes, with the 7th Lord's entry over there, 10th Lord's entry in your 11th house, I couldn't say it. Aquarius Lagna native can wrap up this month, this year, on a very uplifting note, that you will enter the 2026. You will put your feet, your foot in the 2026 with a clear set goals for you this year, and some lifetime event can also happen. So that is all what I can say for the Aquarius Lagna natives. And lastly, friends, when we talk about the Pisces Lagna natives, so friends, in your case, Moon will start its journey from your 8th house. So when Moon is going to be in the 8th house, it is going to be trine of the Jupiter and the Rahu as well. So yes, it's going to be slightly emotionally, mentally unsettling, especially if you are a student, you have to write any competitive exam or any investment related important decision. Refrain from taking that at the starting of the week, because your mind seems to be overwhelmed with a lot of the self-doubt, self-questioning. Afterwards, friends, the mid of the week, Moon is going to get conjunct with the Mercury in your 9th house. A supportive time for the travels and all. It's just like that, friends. Do a proper, if you are running a very, if you are running a dasha which is making you prone and vulnerable to deception, being deceived and all, so recite the Durga Kwach. It will be very supportive for you. It will protect you from the malefic effect of the planets. And also recitation of the Bajrang Baan is very supportive for you. Talking about the mid of the week, this conjunction of the Moon with the planet Mercury in your 9th house is supportive, especially if you are a teacher, you are a trainer, you are connected with the judiciary, you are an investment banker. It is going to be supportive for you. Just slight confusion of some documentation related problem, or like, you know, some last minute misunderstanding while planning any travel, that you missed that connecting flight, or your luggage got lost, or something happened while taking a taxi or a cab, you forgot your stuff somewhere. So be very mindful of those kind of things. Moon Mercury combination in the Scorpio in the 9th house around the Wednesday, Thursday. And finally, friends, around the end of the week, your 10th house is very accentuated. Imagine Moon getting conjunct, Moon which happened to be your 5th lord, getting conjunct with Mars, with Sun, with Venus in the 10th house, and at the same time receiving the aspect from the planet Jupiter and the Saturn as well. So around the end of the week, it is actually paving path towards some concrete substantial development in your career. And friends, I always say, when we talk about the 10th house, we not only talk about the career status, your public image. It's like about the karma, the actions, the direction and the potency of our actions. So like the way we say that, imagine if I will punch something, how much power I put, and imagine the Mike Tyson will punch someone, how much the power energy is going to be there. So 3rd house, 6th house, 10th house has got a lot to do with the potency, the power in your work. So I mean to say there's a good potential that the Pisces Lagna natives are heading towards some important consideration for important portfolios, important work or career opportunities, which will give you a clear sight, a clear direction for this month and even for the whole next year as well. So imagine starting the year with such a accentuated combination happening in your 10th house. And just because, friends, see, moon getting conjunct with the Mars and Venus, all what is expected out of you is be passionate in whatever you do. See, sun is also there in the 10th house. Many times we don't realize that we are pretending to be putting efforts, but we are not into it. And those who are put above us, our bosses, so they are our boss because they have more experience, they have gone through the same situation. So whatever you do it with your whole energy, passion, motivation level, energy level has to be high, and life will provide you with good opportunities at work. That's all what I can say. So yes, friends, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. Once again, thanks a lot for watching this video, and for further more updates and notification, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.